Yo, what is going on YouTube? In this video, we'll be talking a little bit about Ecomi, and it's hitting top 5 out of all the NFT coins on CoinGecko. So we're going to be taking a look at that, the market cap, and kind of the future, where short-term, mid-term, long-term, where the token is going. So let's just go ahead, dive into the computer, and let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So if you're new to the channel, obviously you want to make sure you hit that sub and bell button, and let's get it. Okay, so in my last video, I broke down Alfred Kahn, the interview, and everything like that. Why that interview? Well, I'll tell you right now. That interview is literally a huge milestone in the community. Okay, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I've been covering this project, Ecomi VeVe, for a while. All right. As you can see, I have a ton of content. Was pretty much one of the first couple YouTubers to really cover a lot of different aspects of Ecomi VeVe, you know, even down to the drops and things like that. So you want to make sure you hit that sub and get subbed up to the channel so you don't miss content like that. But yeah, if you missed that last video, I basically break down how everything just kind of came together very nicely, and the reason why Ecomi is topping out the charts, right? So obviously, if we look at CoinGecko, I love this website, and it's where you can obviously go and look up different projects. You can look at the market cap stats and everything like that. So it's literally just CoinGecko.com. A lot of OGs, y'all already know about the website, obviously, but literally they have this cool tab up top where it has NFTs, and you can literally just click coins, and it will take you to the charts. It'll take you to all the different projects, right? So one of the biggest OG projects out there was obviously CryptoKitties, back in the day, in the 2017, 2018 era, where crypto originally ran up. And the first, basically, one of the first projects was CryptoKitties on essentially Ethereum network. And it's notorious because it literally bogged down the entire network. And it was like the first kind of NFTs that launched, right? Long story short, Ecomi comes around. Okay, long story short, Ecomi comes around, and literally now, you know, fast forward to today, top 5 over the creators of CryptoKitties, aka Dapper Labs, who also has pretty huge, significant backers in their corner. And here we have Ecomi sitting at top 5. All right, this was just kind of, you know, in my opinion, it's going to be a top. It belongs in the top 5 is what I'm trying to say. Now, Ecomi has a long ways to go, and you know, it could fluctuate, obviously, and it has fluctuated, but it's very cool to see them in the top 5 currently right now. And the sky's the limit, man. The sky's literally the limit. You know, the team's talking about VeVeverse, and if you know anything about NFTs right now, the metaverse is absolutely huge. So, you know, it's 677 as this video is being filmed. $1 million market cap was absolutely crazy, because just a few days ago we were at less than 600, so we were more in the 500 range, and we've been down below, I think even below in the 400s the past few or the last month or so. I don't watch the market cap every day, but it's just because I'm so confident in the project. I know what its valuation's worth, and I know what the future's worth. Okay, I look at different stock companies on the actual stock market, and I look at their market caps, and I can kind of compare like short-term and long-term successes, right? So, you know, a lot of people are doing these videos about price, but I look at the stock market. I look at it from a traditional investment, and not just you know, from the crypto and excitement aspect of it. So I kind of look at it on both ends, but I want to make sure you guys have a good, solid understanding of what to expect in short-term, mid-term, long-term. Do I think Ecomi long-term is going to be an absolute juggernaut? Yes, absolutely, 100%. In the midterms, yes, absolutely, 100%. In crypto, we have this kind of weird, you know, sense of reality where we think projects are just going to moon overnight. Just we've seen, you know, with Dogecoin, with Elon Musk pumping that coin, even Shiba, you know, it was kind of like Doge almost 2.0, not really, but kind of, right? I mean, it trended. So we're seeing these trending projects that literally just blow up overnight. Sometimes for no reason, sometimes for just the memes, the lulz, and things like that, which is understandable because I understand the crypto space, right? I've been here for a minute. So, you know, I've seen some unusual things. I've seen things like that. I've seen, you know, solid projects also take off that personally I did videos on. So Ecomi is here to stay, in my opinion. All right, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment only channel, by the way. Just want to make sure, you know, drop that little tidbit. But yeah, guys, so short term, obviously, so we're hanging at, like I've said, man, I said a couple videos ago that I thought the price, and let's take a look at the actual day chart. You know, I said the price was going to fluctuate between 0.002 and all the way up to a penny. I said that, you know, we're going to experience some volatility, and I believe we will. Obviously, you can see the volatility on the chart. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But I also said I was watching the volume. And you guys, if you follow my channel, you know, I don't just make stuff up. You know, I look at both technicals, fundamentals. I look at the macro of crypto. I look at the macro of NFT. And I look at the team, obviously. But I look at everything, right? I don't leave any stone unturned when I'm doing any kind of price prediction or any kind of chart video. I look at everything, right? So I want to make sure you guys have a full rounded perspective. You know what my head's all about, and so you can know how to make a proper decision. Even though this is not financial advice, you consult your own financial advisor, right? But I was saying, look at the volume. I was saying, watch for this thing to dry up volume, and then as soon as it dries up, that's when we're going to see an uptick. So what the funny thing with technicals is sometimes and very often they'll line up with fundamental stuff like news, updates, Marvel. Remember, I was saying I was expecting news to be right around the corner, and it was a little bit longer than I thought. But as you know, we've seen an uptick. So, and I told you guys that it was going to, you know, probably break through the previous high. And it did, and to be careful not to buy in the hype because this stuff happens, right? Now we're at the previous all-time high once again, as far as like 10 days goes, the last 10-day all-time high. Do I expect this to peter out? I don't know, guys. We'll have to see if this establishes a new support level and then goes back up. I think it will be volatile. Okay, I've said that. I think some whales are playing with some funds. They're having a good time. They're doing the trading. You got to remember, these people have money, and you got to know how this operates. You have to know how crypto works. There's a lot of new investors in Omi and Ecomi. It's bringing in a lot of new people into crypto. A lot of people, you know, if you're watching my videos to begin with, I told you guys not to buy in these hypes because people got bitter. You know, when this thing started going down, what happens? People got bitter. But the people down here got super excited. Okay, started doing videos into March, or actually beginning of March. And I said this thing was going to pop off, right? And it did. Popped up, then it popped up again. All right. So you're not too sad if you invested into here or even way down here. You're very happy, right? So that's my, you have to go back in time to understand what the future is going to be, right? So yeah, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit, just so you guys understand how to look at a chart, what to expect, how to expect the future, and as an investor, what you can expect, okay? But if you're just day trading, swing trading, just because you're going to go out there and, you got your gains on Ecomi, now you're going to go into Shiba, then Shiba pumps, and you're coming back into Ecomi. If you're doing all that mess and you're new, you're gonna lose a lot. Maybe you haven't right now, and hopefully you haven't. But what I'm saying is, if you don't invest wisely and intelligently, and build your portfolio and diversify, you're gonna get burnt a little bit. I'm still holding my Omi tokens. I never let go. All right, I never, even when this thing was dumping, I held on to every single, the small bit that I owned, right? I held on to it all because, like I said, this thing's going to go back up over time, okay? So now that Marvel's here, we did the Alcon interview. Comic-Con's right around the corner. July, right in here. I expect this thing, it's going to be fluctuate, but you know, as we get closer to Comic-Con, I do expect it maybe to establish a little bit of a floor there. Maybe we'll have some hype, and then after the hype, or it gets closer to Comic-Con, we'll maybe see some whales, you know, dump it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But this is, you want to keep an eye on. The best way is to literally chart this out, and you do your charting. All right, whatever technicals you like, whatever analysis you like, you know, mark up your chart. You look at these previous levels right in here, as you can see. We have a previous all-time high, but you also have support levels, or in this case, you have a ceiling, you know, essentially a resistance level where it bounced down. Try to hit, bounced. Okay, you have to take note of that thing. Hit this, and then went down. Right, so we can hopefully that won't happen, because right here, you know, it bounced down, but then it broke through here, and we went to an all-time high. Obviously, but that was a different, you know, you have to look at why that happened, right? There's a lot of excitement, and probably, you know, a ton of whales that bought into that. Okay, long story short, just this is kind of a key area in my opinion, so that's why I wanted to get this video out, because we want to take a look at this. This thing could absolutely just pump, but we will see. Do I think if it does pump, I don't know if it'll necessarily be a natural movement. It'll just be more hype and, you know, excitement, and people's emotions will get involved, and then it might taper down. And then, you know, I like to see consistency. You know, that's where you want to do your moving averages. Okay, right now it busted through a lot of these moving averages. As you can see here, it crossed below them, but now it's coming back around. We'll see if this can hold, and if it will bounce off these different moving averages. So anyways, I didn't want to make this into like an educational video on how to trade, but I just want to make sure you guys know what to expect as far as, you know, short-term, mid-term, you know, price. So we're at 0.003 on the charts. So obviously, you know, there's a lot of excitement. You know, there's a lot of great things going on with Ecomi, and as an investor, you just have to, you know, be able to ride it out. If you are a long-term investor, or that's your trading style, good for you. If you are day trading, maybe not so much good for you. But you know, if you are day trading, you know, hopefully you have some of these technical analyses down. If you're swing trading, you just have to make sure you have the right entry, obviously. But I'm super bullish on this project no matter what. Like, I'm comfortable with buying anywhere in this, you know, in this previous price area, you know, and really anywhere in between this price area. Because like I said, even if it's volatile in this area, eventually it'll just go up, and maybe we'll see a giant cup and handle, like I've been saying way back when this thing was dropping off. To see, you know, maybe we'll see it. If we do see a giant cup and handle, that would be absolutely insane. But maybe we'll experience more of like a bounce off this level and some volatility. So I don't know, we'll see, guys. Obviously, it's paying attention to the charts and these previous highs and knowing your previous levels. So you know, I'll keep an eye on the chart. Hopefully TradingView will have their own, this ticker. I don't know if they do. I haven't checked TradingView in a while, but if they do, I'll do more videos like this, because they have more tools. You can do more. You can do way more on the actual TradingView website. So if that's the case, if they have the ticker finally, then maybe I'll do some more price action videos and like I told you so videos, basically, because, you know, my TradingView account actually has some history in there before Doge popped off earlier this year, and I got like a lot of historical Bitcoin price movements and things like that. So maybe I'll talk a little bit more about on price action. Short-term, mid-term trades is my favorite. It's my jam. And my long-term stuff is more just investments, which I treat Ecomi 100% like an investment. But you know, that's why I don't do too many price action videos. I'm not really concerned with short-term or even mid-term. I'm just concerned with long-term. Okay, so that's why you don't see me just doing all those videos, price videos. Also, another thing with the videos is I can brag more now that they have literally, I can do more you know, these videos now that Marvel's announced, Alcon interview, all that stuff's out of the way, Comic-Con. Before I was kind of like not doing too much like crazy, you know, thumbnails and crazy like, you know, stuff, because I just don't want to overhype things. But now that those things are out of the way, it kind of frees me up to do the videos, more videos maybe like this, or more, you know, crazy thumbnails that you've been seeing already. So anyways, that's all I got for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We'll keep an eye on the charts, guys. Pretty exciting stuff. But as always, guys, peace, love, VeVe, and be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.